Hi there, it's Lone Wolf Wolf Territories Grid. I've got a new thing to show you. So you remember we've got these destination guide things for the whole grid over here, these big stargates. We've now got a local destination guide that if you have a region on Wolf Territories Grid, you can use to get around your local region. And there's a slight modification to setting it up to allow you to set up new things. So I'm going to show you just how to do that. Hang on 1 second. So first of all, I'm going to pull up the grid website and I'm going to log into my regions here, and I'm going to go to region manager and I'm going to find my region. If you've only got one region, it's easy to find. Madrigal is the one region. I'm going to edit that region. Now I'm not going to edit that region. I'm going to go to control panel again because that's not what I was supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be going to destination guide, which is this one. Okay, so if you want to set up a local teleporter, okay, I'll set that all. And so these are all my locations that are in the destination guide, and that thing, the destination guide, is here. Okay, so this shows education. So anything I add in here, okay, appears on the destination guide. But what if I've got a lot of destinations on my local region and I don't want to display them on the big destination guide, but I want to use a teleporter rather like this one that you can get in the region owners pack at Wolf Mountain? I will use a teleporter like this one to get around my local region. So let me show you how to set that up. So we're going to do it very quickly. I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab Canva quickly, which I should have gone into before. Yeah, let's let that load. So I'm going to add a new destination, and this is going to be slightly different too. So you can add a destination now where it says only display on local teleporter. If you turn that off, okay, it means it will display grid-wide, but in this case I only want to display on the local teleporter. And I'm going to call it category. We don't have to worry about. This is the local destination guide only, so there's no categories because it's only my region. And we're going to call it Jetson's house. Okay, the house of the Jetsons. Okay, now so what I'm going to do is go and get the map. So I need to TP just to that place. This one. So this is my little Jetsons house. In here, let's just teleport to there. So I'm standing in the Jetsons house. Go to the map and just click on it to make sure I get the right address. The map, sorry. And straight where it says copy SL URL. So I click on it there just once. Okay, and I get copy SL URL. Make sure you click on the map, otherwise you get the wrong address. So let's flip back to the website. Paste that in there. Okay, and now I need a graphic, so let's go into Canva. In fact, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just to be really quick, is I'm going to go google.com. I will change this image later because it's probably going to be in breach of somebody's copyright. Jetsons. There we go. Images. I'm just going to do this. Don't do this because it's going to be breaching copyright, but it's just to demonstrate how the system works, and I will change it very soon. Image, save image. I'm just going to save it. So any old image. So basically, normally I use Canva. Wolf Mountain. Normally I use Canva, but in this case I'm going to be very sneaky because I'm trying to do a demonstration. So the first thing I'm going to do is upload the image to the grid. Okay, so I'm going to go to build, upload image. Okay, and this is Linux, so that means it won't show me the things. So I go to Nextcloud because that's where I saved it. Wolf Mountain, and just as logo there it is. Okay, and upload. Okay, now this is a bit annoying, but this is what you have to do. So we upload that, and now I'm going to right-click that and go copy asset UUID. Okay, and then I'm going to flip back to the website. I know this is a bit of, once you've done this a couple of times, you understand it. So Madrigal is the region. That's very important. Only display on local teleporter is on. And I'm going to add an image, and the image is in Nextcloud, Wolf Mountain. So it doesn't take very long to do, in fact. It just takes about 3 seconds to do it, and once it's done, it's done. Everything's there. It says only display on local teleporter, and that's important because I don't want this on the whole of the grid teleporter. This is just for local. Save and return. Okay, now if I go into, and you can see there's no category on it. I can categorise it if I want to. If I wanted to put into, I don't know, explore. But I don't want to do that because it's not going to be the local teleporters don't use the events. Now, if I go to another one like the Madrigal Calf, you see it's only display on the teleporter is clicked off. That means it will display not only on the local teleporter for Madrigal, that region, it'll also display on all the stargates on the grid and the destination guide. So it's a really cool way, and that also happens to fit. Hang on, let me just go here. So basically, if you do search as well, it'll also appear on here somewhere. No, not in here. In here, it'll appear on here. Okay, so but that one I've just done, if I click on, I think I put it under Explore, you see it's not there. Okay, and the reason it's not there is because I've asked it not to be. So let me go back to where that teleporter is. Now, really, you should set up these teleporters wherever you do it, and obviously, every time you add, I'm just I've got my avatar around the wrong way, so it's a bit funny. So I'm actually walking away from myself. Okay, so here's that teleporter now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go next, and there's the Jetson. So you see that's now appeared on the teleporter. I'm just going to flip my camera so that I'm looking the right way, otherwise it gets difficult to control him. Right, so all you do to go to the Jetsons' house now is walk through that teleporter, and it took me to the Jetsons' house. Now if I go back, so what I'm going to do is res the teleporter there, and it's available in, you can get it from me or you can get it from the, where is it? It's on Wolf Mountain in the Region Owners Pack, which is a little box that gets updated pretty regularly with new things. Local teleporter, which is that one. Okay. Click it once to make it load. Next. Let's go to here. Here is the, let's go to the CAF again. I need to fix that destination because it's slightly wrong. And it will be alright actually, so I need to fix that destination. Let me just show you me doing that. So the cafe destination has got something wrong with it. Okay, I just need to check this. It's called local teleporter. In the there we go. It's called local teleporter. I'll just take a bit of that. It's called local teleporter in the box. Okay, so let me just go back to here. I'm just going to fix that address on Madrigal. Madrigal Calf was the one I went to. And the hop address is slightly wrong, so let me get the correct hop address. Remember what I do, I go to map. Always do this, click where I'm standing, because that's where I want it to be. I can zoom in, of course. Click where I'm standing. And then copy SL URL. It's just slightly out of kilter. Okay, copy SL URL, go back to the website. Paste it in there. Okay, and save and return. And that fixes that. So that will fix anyone clicking on the cafe now will do it. So I've just taken the local teleporter. I'm going to go back to the Jetsons' house and res it. That's actually an old one, so one I was working on. So let's res this one. Okay. And now I can click it, and that will reload the items on it. And then you can click previous or next. So in this case, you click next. So this is there's the cafe. If I walk through it, it takes me to the cafe where the other teleporter is, and then I can use the destination guide. Hangouts. I think is Wolf Mountain on this one. I don't know. I can click through that, or I could do this. You can see you've got all these things here. Again, so the things that I've got set to local teleport destination guide only are on this teleporter, which is the local teleporter, and that's the grid teleporter, which is available in different forms. So I'm going to go to Wolf Mountain and show you where you can find these teleporters. So if you go into, let's see, where are we going? Over here. Right, so over here, and again, this only works on Wolf Territories grid. If you're from another grid, it's only going to work on regions on our grid because of the way our grid works. Content. Okay, just going to make sure this is the latest version. Let's delete that. Check the properties on it, make sure. Just practice making sure you can copy it. Okay, so local teleporter now is there, and I've made a little plinth as well you might find useful. So yeah, it's this box here. Get a copy of it. So get a copy of that box, and that will give you the latest updated local teleporter that you can use on your region. So it means you can add a region, you can add a location to the destination guide and have it on your local teleporter at once. So just to go over that, so when you go into here, so there's the one I added here. So now if I turn that off, only display on local teleporter, save and return. Okay, if I go into the destination guide, so I'll go into the destination guide under, I think it was Explore, and you have to scroll along. There's quite a few now. And there it is. Okay, but if I go then and I go into here and I say no, I only want this on the local teleporter, save and return. Okay, then I go back to here. I pull up the destination guide, and when I go into Explore again, you'll see if I scroll along, it's not there. But if I go back to Madrigal, I can do quite easily by doing this. It's always a little bit slow when I'm recording. Don't know why. That's life. That's Madrigal, and this is a 12 by 12, incidentally. So that's why it takes a while for the terrain to appear, which we're working on. So you'll see that if I click it now, reload, next. There you go. Basically, do that, and then it's there. So it's on this one, but it's not on the big one. So that means people can come to my region and use this teleporter to move around. I think having the graphic images is much nicer than that funny blue menu. So it has a nice description of what it is. So let's move walk to my Jetson's house. There you go. And yeah, you can see we've got a little bit of an issue with the transparent textures. I could just move it away from the windows and solve that. Yeah, so do, there you go, and you can see that that location's finished. So that's really cool. That's the new additions to the destination guide to now allow you to have local teleporters. Have a lot of fun with it, everybody. If you want to get land from us, land is very reasonable. Wolf Territories Grid, you just go to the website, go create an avatar. Obviously, you're going to need to create an avatar. Click Get Land. Okay, and it's got all the prices there. They're dynamically updated, so they're more or less right. And choose, it's done by Prince, so all the regions are 1024 by 1024, 16 second life sim equivalents. Just choose how many prints you want, and then that pay a monthly fee. If you'd like it upgraded to an 8 by 8 or 12 by 12, please get in touch. So it's wolf-grid.com. Please do come along and try the grid out, see what you think. Even if you're up from other grids, all very, very welcome. And we'll go from there. Have a lovely, lovely day. It's Lone Wolf signing off.